our representation, the scientific and methodological foundation of the natural therapeutic factors application. And our center is a long time work for the process of the activation of protective and adaptive reaction of the body in order to prevent disease, improve health, and the recovery or compensation of the body function with repeat result injuries, operation, and a chronic disease, reducing of the number of exacerbating ruling in a period of remission, slowing and development of disease and prevention disability. A long period of our work, as you can see, we have a lot of time of the work our institute for the program and process of the scientific research. The natural factor is from the last century and currently of federal state budget institution. Our institute, the leading of organization in the field of balneotherapy and medical rehabilitation. Scientific research is carried out of the field of physiotherapy, balneotherapy, climatological, physical, robotic mechanotherapy, thalassotherapy, psychological correction of the patients, etc. In the long period, we have our foundation in the natural therapeutic factor in clinical practice. Mineral water have a specific and non-specific effect. The Alexander Nikolaevich Abrosov, the Soviet physiotherapist and balneologist, corresponding member of Academy of Medical Sciences. He has created two phases: non-specific action implied to general mechanism action of mineral water, thermal, mechanical factor, and specific effect depends on the chemical composition. The use of natural therapeutic factor in clinical practice. Natural mineral water, natural underground water, there's a therapeutic effect of the human body to the mind and gas composition, increased content of biological component and specific properties. The leading factor in the action of mineral drinking water, chemical factor, the unique composition of the factor. Getting into the gastrointestinal tract and the into bloodstream, trace element, and mineral water use different clinical effects. The use of natural therapeutic factor in a mandatory section and clinical recommendation now. We're creating the clinical recommendation in Ministry of the Health of the Russian Federation, number 617, and according of decision of Ministry of Health of the Russian Federation, now the form of clinical recommendation practitioner included mandatory section medical rehabilitation and sanatorium resort treatment, as well as the use of medical rehabilitation method, including those bases of use natural therapeutic factors. As you can see, there are analysis of the scientific research result on the use therapeutic factors with the evidence base and a lot of scientific research and total publication, and this combination of from all details, and the classification of the natural healing resource, medical implication and contraindication of the application for therapeutic and prevention purpose. The following classes of natural healing resource object are the natural mineral mud, biofeed, natural mineral waters, territories of the therapeutic beaches, natural medicinal salts, natural medicinal clays, therapeutic climates, natural medical sands. And a lot of territory of our country, we have a lot of possibilities for these factors. Scientific methodological foundation of the natural therapeutic factor application. Natural mineral water is a biological indicator. Basic of ion and salt composition, total mineralization, dissolved and spontaneous gases, radioactivity, radon, reaction index of the medium pH value, biological active ingredient, and temperature. A list of the medical indication. Look, this a lot of disease, cardiovascular disease of the nerve cells, disease of the musculoskeletal system, etc. And evidence-based natural mineral drinking in 35 publications. And therapeutic mineral water for external use, a lot of publication. And natural mineral water for drinking consumption. Increasing the content, glucagon of insulin, gastrin, normalization of secretory function of the stomach, cholesterol effect increases the bile secretion, improvement in intestinal periostasis, restoration of microflora, increases C-peptide blood, increases secretory function of the pancreas, increases glycolysis and lipolysis, normalization of the metabolism. And the scientific and methodological foundation of the natural application, natural mineral water for external binary use, improvement hemodynamic parameter of blood flow, hypotensive effect improvement and microcirculation indication, normalization of hemodynamic and microcirculation, antispasmodic, diuretic, stimulation of the contractile function of the upper urinary tract. And you can see this is a picture, is a combination of the special mineral water with a high concentration of the salts, and with a combination of the light, music, and therapy is a very, very effective therapeutic treatment. Mineral spring now in a Novi Arbat. We have a special mineral water like that for our mineral springs. Magnesium calcium sulfate water with mineralization of 40.4 gram per liter. And this is for balneotherapy. We have a second water with bromine sodium chloride water with mineralization 120 gram per liter. The well flow rate, a lot of volume of day. The water is clear, clean, is very clear for microbiologically contaminated. Mechanism of action: restores of the basic metabolism of the body, reduces of cholesterol and beta lipoprotein, and has a local regeneration effect of the skin. Brine and estuaries in the lake. The main biological indication of the therapeutic significance of the brine estuaries in lakes are: we have a lot of in Russia. We have a lot of this type of the lakes in Astrakhan and Siberia and etc. A list of the medical indication: improved disease of the nervous system, disease of the musculoskeletal system, genitourinary system, skin disease, and a lot of that. Natural healing clays. We have a lot of clays in Russia. The main biological indication of the therapeutic significance of the natural therapeutic clays are mineral composition, natural pore-free inclusion, type of the salinity, degree of salinity with easy soluble salt by water extraction, relativity deformation of the spelling without lot stickers. Natural healing science. We have a lot of time of the special sun therapy in Russia. is the main biological indication of the therapeutic significance of the solution of natural therapeutic science. And this is another type for on the beaches directly in the sun, or transformed is a special center of the sun therapy with another type of the sun. In natural therapeutic mat, we have a lot of type of the mat in Russia, in very interesting anti-inflammatory effect, improving mixed circulation, normalization of the metabolic process, descending analgesic effects, and etc. In natural medicinal salt or typical salt, the main biological indication of the therapeutic significance of natural medical salt solution are. As you can see, there's a lot of indication, and we have a lot of type of the salts in our country. And the next, the territories of the therapeutic beaches. The main therapeutic factor and climatic parameter of the therapeutic beaches and territories is assessment of the coastal zone, lithological composition of the beach, average value, size, and mechanical composition of the beach material, average with the water area with isobars, and swimming zone for adults and children, rate of coastal waters, average water temperature for any type of the season. And conducting specific research to evaluate of effectiveness on natural therapeutic factor, various nosological group, various type of the nosological, and formation of the target wellness program with a natural therapeutic factor application, the treatment and for secondary prevention, and implementation of 40P system of the spa industry, personalization, pre-education, preventative, and participative. Introduction of the principle of translation medicine in scientific research, what are the natural healing factors. And we have a lot of type of our process in our center. As you can see, our mineral water, special swimming pools with a type of massage with mineral water, another type, and a lot of type of another type of the bath and bath treatment. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Professor Barashkov, and for your interesting presentation. I underlined the important action of the Russian ministry that introduced a role of natural mineral water for hydroponic and balneotherapy in the health service, national service, for treatment in many medical diseases. It's very, very interesting news in Russia. So, have you question the audience? Hugo, Olga, Hugo, please.
I congratulate Dr. Barashkov or something. I'm sorry for the name, probably wrong, for this very, very general overview of the potential of many different treatments. But let me ask, what is the situation in Russia in this last year of pandemic? And did you are allowed to vaccinate patients in your resort, in your clinics, or these are out of your activities? Because I think that is a main interest of the industry, of the spa industry, to attract again patients. And one of the major attractive factor could be provide vaccination during holidays to complete the vaccination cycle. You have any experience of this in Russia?
No, thank you for your question. I think answer for you the two types of the answer. The first type is about vaccination. Now we have a lot of process of the vaccination of the doctors and patient too. The vaccine of the Sputnik 5, if you know, we have a lot of vaccine, and now we have a lot of vaccinated patients. The all patient who flying on the resorts, or the spa resorts, the very obligation of the patient vaccinated. Without that, it's not possibility delivery to the resort. The second,
therefore, you are out of the center that provide vaccinations.
yeah, the center.
This is true for Italy too.
Yeah, in our center we have all our doctors have vaccinated, or investigation of the immunoglobulin G. We have a high level immunoglobulin G. It's not possibility for vaccination. With full control for the professionals, and the full control for the patient, and for our and the guests in the spa resorts. And the second problems, but we have a lot of problems for rehabilitation patient after the COVID, for COVID rehabilitation. And we have seen the two problems. The first problems in the respiratory tracts and the cardiovascular system. And the second problem, we have see the high problem with the motor system, motor locomotor system. If we have a patient a lot of the bed, and there is no activity on, have a lot of period of the immobilization in the flat or in the home, and we have a special program for rehabilitation. This patient start for the walking in the water, walking in the mineral water is very fast to recovery to this patient for with that type of the problem. And for the problem with the lungs, with the system of the breath, I think the more important the inhalation programs for rehabilitation this type of patients with mineral water, sulfuric mineral water, and salinous mineral water, etc. I think it's very important of the spa resource is this is the role of the rehabilitation the many patients after the COVID.
Thank you.
Thank you.